Hi, you guys. Hi, Kathy. I was looking at the numerology. I know you're 1451. I think you're a 10 too. Hi, Meredith. Drive safe. Thank you for popping in the chat. Peggy and I are here. Hi, Peggy. How are you? How is the weather where you are? So I'm waiting for Miriam, you guys. If she doesn't come, we'll just, we'll hang out. I'll do some readings or something. But she's so cool. I can't wait. Oh, there she is. She comes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about soap, and she's making a special soap for us. Crystals in it. Okay. Is she ready? I'm gonna go like this. Let me see. Meredith. Meredith. Meredith is driving. Hi, are you ready?
Yes.
Hi, gorgeous. Hi. Yes,
Okay.
let me do this. He's here with me today. Oh, wait, not like that. I'm going to go like, no, hold on. What's happening? Crabby noodles. Peggy, let me remove you for a second. Okay.
Okay.
Can you still hear me, Peggy?
All right.
No, she can hear me, but I can't hear her.
Miriam,
I'm just trying to get a good view.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and I can see you and everything, you beautiful thing.
Cool.
I really want to know about your hair, but I can't get a good view. Namira, hi, honey. I was just looking at your number again. Incredible bubble. Well, Peggy, I love you. I got to do it this way. You're really going to show us soap? Oh, my gosh. First of all, you guys, this is Miriam Ora, right? O-R-A?
Miriam Ora, yep.
Yes, which is beautiful. And it's Miriam's Wellspring. You guys, here's her website. I love it. It's beautiful. I love everything you do.
Thank you.
She's one of my TikTok friends. So if you are on TikTok, please follow her there. Now, she also is a medium, a psychic, a Reiki Master. She has a full-time job. She's knocking it on TikTok. And she has all of those services plus these handmade beautiful soaps. And talk to me, girls. Tell me, how did you get into this? First of all, how long have you been doing? Let's just start with the soap. I'm so excited that we get our own soap.
So the soap making I've been doing for like 6 years.
Okay.
And I got into it. Honestly, I used to sell essential oils for a big essential oil company.
That's right.
And a lot of people were doing DIY stuff with it. And I decided to make lip balm one year for the winter holidays for my friends and family. And it was such a big hit. People kept coming back and asking for more. And I was like, okay. So then the next year, I saw somebody making some melt and pour soap on YouTube. And I thought that looked really cool. And then I just went down the ADHD rabbit hole. And here I am 6 years later, making all kinds. I have full product lines and everything.
I know. I hope you guys write down her website there. It's fantastic. And you can book with her. So she and I, well, really, she is everything. I'm collaborating. I'm just running my mouth, really. But she is creating, I guess I envision is a big block of soap that'll make 12 bars, right?
Yeah, it might make more than that. We'll see.
Special. We'll see how much comes out, but she's using goat's milk.
Yep.
Talk about some of the stuff that you use. I guess, did I start the goat milk thing? I know you've used it, but you also like shea butter. And I think I said something about goat's milk, and then you did it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yep, you're the one. You had asked about goat's milk. And so typically my soaps are completely vegan, but I'm not
Oh.
opposed to using I'm not opposed to using, I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian, so I'm not opposed to using it, especially for your clients.
Well, that's interesting. Peggy's vegan. Peggy, will you use goat's milk? She can type in the chat. I don't know if she can. I got to get her back on the screen. Let me see if I can do that. No. No. I want it to be. She uses goat milk. Okay. Well, thank goodness. Little cohort here. She'd be mad at me. But yes, so Miriam went to a special crystal shop too and hand picked the crystals to put in each bar. So these are just chips. They're like amazing. So the soap is going to be amazing. Reiki infused. So tell me about your spiritual self. There's so much to learn. I'm so excited. Thank you for your time today, because I know you're also working and there's just so much for me to still learn about you and how you became this wellspring of goodness.
Absolutely. So I just need to turn the stick blender on for a quick moment. So it might be loud for just a moment and then I'll answer.
That's okay. Okay. You go for it. I love it. Where's Peggy? Hi, honey. What happens if I do this? Nope, this. There. How about that? And it's all three of us. And you can ask too, Peggy. Now, you guys, I sold essential oils too, so we won't. We were with the two. I was with one company. She was with the other company. But I do, Miriam. I have my essential oil aroma touch therapy license and an esthetician license. You can't tell by looking at me, as I always say. All this sun damage going on. But so it's just, besides, I love the spiritual side of you and just everything about you. To talk about skincare with you is really fun. And you guys, I know she has deodorant, lip balm. Just check out the website. There's so much. Now, Miriam, did you do numerology one day?
Yeah, you did my numerology, I think like last month.
I had a stack of papers and I couldn't find it because I was looking to check out your numbers. Like, and I remember I don't remember much because you know how it is when you're channeling, things come in and out. But I remember, and I've heard you talk a little about maybe you lost your dad when you were young or something. I don't want to get too personal, but just kind of, if you could tell me. When I couldn't find your numbers, I was like, oh, what do I remember? You know? And I barely knew you. So I wanted to see what I said now that I know you a little more. But
so it's ironic you mentioned that because today's actually the anniversary of his passing.
Oh, God bless.
What
is on an 11 day?
Yep. So 7/11, which ironically is also my mother-in-law's birthday. So it's like the circle of life, you know?
Wow, that is cool.
But that is how I got my spiritual start was, you know, he used to come to visit me when I was young. And that's how I got my start with mediumship and kind of learning that I had these gifts right away, you know?
Yeah. Now, when he would come visit you, was it in your dreams or like literally you felt him, or what are your clairs? I guess I should ask first, right?
Yeah. So I have all of the clairs. Some of them are sharper than others, but I would feel him. I would see him. I remember he would try to like materialize, but I would always freak out and be like, no, because you know, it was the 80s. There was no Teresa Caputo on TV back then. Like, I didn't know, you know.
I know, I'm the same way.
I
We
don't
didn't
know
talk
what's
about it.
happening.
Nobody encouraged it. Not in my house anyway.
Yeah. So
What were you, about 3 or 4? I think I am imagining. Or
I was just shy of 3. It was a month before my 3rd birthday.
God bless you.
So
And go ahead.
sorry, I just need to turn the stick blender on one more time. Sorry.
That's okay. I love watching you do this. Is it actually going to be our soap?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what I'll do is, you guys, as a group, we can figure out what we're going to call it. So it has dragon's blood. Let me see what she said. I know I put it in the description. Of course, I should have that up here, right?
That's okay. So it's fragrance with dragon's blood, orange, and patchouli. And it has goat's milk in it, shea butter, and kaolin clay.
It's going to be so nice.
And
I was telling
brushes.
them while you had the frother, the emulsion blender on, that we have to come up with a name. I know she was thinking, I love what you sent me, Forge and Flow. There's a few. Let me get these, you guys. I was thinking we could maybe do it as a group, what we want to call it. Some ideas from Miriam were Earthbound, Ember Forged, Forge and Flow. I kind of like that. And Alma. Why the Alma?
Why the Alma?
Yeah, am I Alma?
I'm trying to remember. I think it had to deal with something related to the astral, but I don't remember.
Alma. Let me see what I get. Oh, it's something, I think it can help with mental health.
Okay.
You know, like that type of a vibe. True Cosmic Soap. I like it. Maybe Peggy just named it True Cosmic Soap.
Nice.
What was the second name? Okay, they're into this. They're into Miriam. They love it. Kathy wants to know what was. Oh, I should put the comments up on. Miriam, can you see you're busy anyway, but you might be able to see the comments now. Kathy, the second one was, okay, we've got True Cosmic Soap is pretty cool. True Soul, I don't know. Ember Forged, Earth Bond, Forge and Flow, and Alma Terra. But those are some ideas. We can really, this takes about 6 to 8 weeks, I think. She probably can't hear me right now, but it takes about 6 to 8 weeks before we'll be able to actually see it.
4 to 6.
Okay, 4 to 6. And we'll come up with a name and a way to provide it to you guys. So I'll have a waiting list. Get on my waiting list. I don't know where it is. Peggy, do we have a waiting list? Peggy, we need a waiting list. Everybody email Peggy. Let me put her on. I'm just kidding. She's like, oh my gosh.
You can. They can email me.
Okay, now I've got to be mindful of Miriam's time too, because she's just doing so much, you guys. So Miriam, I guess where I want to go with this now is once you got visits from your dad and you were scared, did you go to your parents? When did you start to kind of realize, okay, this is just another way of me communicating with my dad and I don't need to be scared? Did you have guidance? Did you figure it out yourself? What did you do, little child?
So it took me till I was a teenager. There was a camp counselor at my camp who was a witch, and he saw my, abilities. He saw kind of what was going on with me, and he kind of took me under his wing. And sort of explained things to me a little bit. He taught me a little bit about divination. That's kind of how I got my start with the psychic stuff too.
What do you remember that he first taught you? Like which buddy hole did you go down first? For me, it was tarot, then astrology, now numerology, and it's just all weaving.
So I started with palmistry.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you come back and read our palms?
I haven't done palmistry in many, many years.
So what came next? What came next?
Oh, after that,
how did it evolve for you?
After that, it evolved when I was a little bit older into cards. I got a Kabbalah Oracle.
Cool.
And for me, that really was perfect because I'm Jewish. And so the Kabbalah, that's still my main deck 25 years later. Still my main deck is the Kabbalah Oracle. Excuse me a second.
That's okay. I just love watching you do this. And I don't know where she has this set up, but
this is my studio.
I know. It's so fascinating. I wish I could walk around and take a tour. I love watching art in action.
I know. I'm sorry it can't be like bigger screen. Just with my computer, it's only so big.
No, it's perfect. It's just fun watching you make magic and knowing that it's for us. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
So after,
sorry,
once you kind of got into the Kabbalah Oracle deck, and there's so much to talk about with the Kabbalah too that I have to learn. But did you start reading for people? Did you just keep it under wraps? You know, how did you? I guess what was your outing? If I could.
So I would read just for friends mainly, like in college and stuff like that. I didn't start reading professionally for many years. I just mainly was doing it for close friends. I wanted to study more. I studied under a lot of different readers in my time.
Yeah.
Because to me, it was important to really hone my craft and feel like I really knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I agree. Who are some of your favorite mentors?
This woman, her name was Raven. She was local. She had a weekly psychic study that she would do, and myself and two of my good friends would go every week. And she really was the one that taught me to read with my heart instead of, to drop the book. What are the cards telling you,
Yes, drop the book. Absolutely.
And that really changed the whole game for me.
I agree. You learn to trust what's coming in and out of our mouths, right?
Right, exactly.
It's more than, it's like studying Spanish, learning the language, and then going to the country and practicing with real people, and then suddenly you're fluent. That's how I feel that we all have these abilities. To me, they're languages that I'm learning. And then, so I just feel, whether it's a spiritual download or the way I read charts or cards, it all combines into some sort of cosmic language that we all can understand if we practice it, have people that mentor us. So I feel like you could mentor me and a lot of us to be more open to the mediumship. So when you would go to Raven and study, do psychic studies, what were some of the key things that helped you drop the book and elevate your game?
You know, we did a lot of exercises and like how to ground, how to tune in, but what really upped my game was when I became attuned to Reiki. It allowed me to tap in ways I wasn't able to tap into before. So
Totally
becoming
get that.
attuned to Reiki really helped.
And you are a Reiki master now, right? How long have you been doing that?
Reiki, 4 years.
Very good. Do you ever do that live, or do you on TikTok, or you do?
I do it on TikTok. Yeah, I do.
Do you have a schedule that, I don't want to like pin you down because I know how busy you are, but if you have a schedule on TikTok that you'd like to share, because I think you do cards on Tuesdays.
Yep. So Monday's Mystical Monday, where I talk about different sort of mystical topics.
Ooh.
Like we talked about crystals this week. And then
where was I?
I don't know.
Shoot.
And then Tuesday is Tarot Tuesday. So that's when I do my subscriber readings.
Okay.
Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. That's when I do my Reiki.
Oh, okay. What time do you usually do these? Because I see you several times a day. You're live. Busy girl.
9 o'clock Eastern is my standard set time, PM.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that. Look, you guys, just see the crystals that she picked out for us.
I'll give you a closer view in a minute. I'm just trying to get these. The soap is setting up pretty quickly here
for us. So, I never thought I'm only at level 2 Reiki, and I'm sorry, you guys. I thought that I needed to be with the person to shift the energy. But having read for people online now so much, I don't feel that way anymore. And then I've watched a few people do Reiki, for us online, and really have it shift my energy, which I was kind of surprised because I felt like it was more of a closer connection to really move the energy. But now I feel differently. But can you speak to how you feel things work in that way, how Reiki can work? And even past life regression, a lot of old school was you need to be with the practitioner to really get the full benefit. But I'm not sure that's so true. How do you feel about that?
So in Reiki, there's different symbols that we get attuned to use that mean different things. And one of them is for connecting to the other person. And that connection can be right in front of you, or it can be anywhere.
True.
So right now, all I have to do is say the Reiki prayer and use that symbol to directly connect with you. And then I send the other healing symbols that way.
I love that. Like, you do it for me now. No, you're a little busy. As somebody who has ADHD and anxiety, maybe we combine it all together. When I started speaking this language and letting it all flow and channeling, that's when my anxiety is at its least. So I think for a lot of my life, all of this was trapped in this language, this energy, and then learning the language made my life much better in terms of you feel that way too? Did it, like when you were little, and meeting that camp counselor and then understanding how to work the energy, has it helped you with ADHD and grief and whatever you've been through? I know we're all Spoonies in one way or another. Hi,
Right.
Ruby, if you watch this.
So I mean, it helps with grief in so much as like, I know, I mean, nobody knows, but I feel like I have a better understanding of what happens when we pass and what we go through and where we go and what happens. So that helps with grief a little bit, because it's like, well, at least I have a general idea what they're dealing with. And also being able to communicate with people on the other side. It's like, oh, okay, well, they're okay, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love that. If you guys would like to book a session with her, because I want to, you can do that on the website and also visit her shop.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know how she manages everything, but she's multitasking, as you can tell.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
On her lunch, this is her lunch break, so I think we're really lucky to have you here, and I'm so grateful. What did you do your degree in? That's our soap. That's our soap. Look at our baby soap.
That's your soap.
Hi, baby soap.
It's in here.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I should be able to cut it tomorrow. So
when do you put the energy into it? Like what kind of, well, I don't want to give away your secret sauce. You know what I mean? If this is okay. So like, what do you do to a ritual to bless this soap for us and energize it?
So the whole studio is infused with Reiki energy. And so as I'm going through, you know how like you put your heart and your soul and your love into things that you do and make. So all of the ingredients that I choose, all of the actions that I take, everything that I do, I'm pouring my knowledge, my experience, my creativity, my love, my Reiki energy into all of the different steps. And once it's done, then I infuse the final product with Reiki energy too.
I love it. I love it. I feel so blessed to have this opportunity. So exciting. Now, as you do your thing, I was curious what you studied in college while you're also getting, into the Kabbalah and all the spiritualness.
Sure. So I'm done making the soap, so I can sit here and chat with you.
Okay, cool.
So in college, I actually have an English degree.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Me too. Well, that journalism.
Yeah, me too. I was a professional journalist for a while.
No way. Me too.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm not always proud to admit it these days. You know what's going on out there. I really.
Yeah, well,
is that really journalism?
Yeah,
but
it's not journalism.
I'll be 59. And when I graduated, my professors in journalism were like, journalism is dead already. So I kind of feel like I chose something that was not going to go anywhere, but it did for a while. But it's not exactly at all what I thought I wanted to do. I wanted to go into therapy, psychology. My dad, my Jewish controlling daddy from Philly, wouldn't support me if I did that. And he was a doctor. So I think my calling was to be a healer. I do have the big M on my hand. And it really makes me happy now to do this and to meet people like you. Like, I don't know, I could never go back to being a journalist again, but that is so wild that you have that past too. Where did you go to college?
I went to school in Massachusetts, Framingham State. So that's where I graduated from. But I was on the 5-year 3-school plan. I went to one school. I withdrew.
Oh yeah.
Then I went to
I'm not
community.
saying when I started and when I
Yeah. I went to community college. I got my associate's degree in liberal arts and sciences. And then I transferred to a 4-year school and got my bachelor's in English and journalism. But my heart was
Nice.
never really in journalism. I was a creative writer and I was sort of like coerced into journalism. And I mean, I was
Yes.
good at it. I was getting front page stories on major newspapers as an intern, but my heart wasn't in it. Like,
Yeah. So I felt the same way. I think that so I was pre-med, and then that was that was like a year and a half till I was like, oh, organic chemistry. So just even watching put together so is probably a trigger for me. Like, oh, I can't do it. No. But then business, that is not where mine is at all. So my family has a history of writing. They're good writers. And I don't know, I make a lot of typos.
that
I'm
doesn't
used
mean
to
you're not a good writer.
right now. I'm used to having people edit it. And I'm not used to being on camera. I'm not, and also I'm not a graphic designer when I'm like, does this look okay, Miriam? The little thumbnail and stuff. There's so much, I guess from being a journalist that I bring to this, but still so much more. Being a YouTuber and a TikToker is not easy. You have to really bring all the bells and whistles and tricks to get set up. And then here we are.
Right.
So do you do mediumship online too?
I do. Yeah. I don't do mediumship on TikTok anymore. I used to, but I used to do a lot. I used to do paid readings on TikTok. Now I just do them for my subscribers, which are people that I have a good rapport with, because I found I had a lot of issues with doing readings live on TikTok with people. So I don't do it anymore, but I do mediumship. You can book mediumship reading with me virtually. We can do it over Zoom or FaceTime or Discord or, whatever works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I know I want to. And I encourage you guys to do it too. I'm not a Dr. Michael, silly boy. Michael Malloy is he's a great guy. He just puts crazy things in the chat. Daughter's Jewish, really very interesting. And your mother graduated from UCLA. I'm not a doctor though. My dad was a doctor. Michael getting out of hand. Michael, I hope you'll try some soap. See what he says about that.
It should be good. It looks good.
It looks amazing, and watching you put the crystals. So I haven't gone live on TikTok this year because of all the changes. It was driving me nuts. And I love this YouTube community I have, this little YouTube community. And so I figured I should stick, and try and build this. And every time I'm like, oh, because I see you guys just having so much fun. And I love meeting everybody. And I love the cosmic connection. It's just, I grew this odd way. And then there you are, and coffee with Liz. Like, I can't wait to talk to everybody. So it's I get to meet you where when you're live, I'm in the chat and I don't get to meet you like this. It's like, welcome to my home. And here I am. Michael, don't make me block you. I will.
I can barely see the chat. I see it a little bit.
Well, good. He's being silly. Sudashna, hi. Welcome in. So good to see you. We made, this is Miriam Sudashna. She made soap for us with crystals in it. And they will birth in about 4 to 6 weeks. Will you come back to, we'll just keep, there's so much more to talk about. So when you switched out of journalism, obviously I know you have a full-time job, so you felt like you had to do both, right?
So journalism at that point, print journalism was pretty much on the fritz. And journalism was, it was an art you had to starve for. And I didn't love it enough to starve for it. As I said, my heart was never in journalism. It was more in fiction writing, short stories and prose and poetry and stuff.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere do you have that on your website too? Did I miss that?
No, I don't. I haven't.
Did you publish it?
Not really anything official, just in like some small like school publications and stuff. But I haven't written in a long time, but I do want to write my grandparents' story. That's a book I will be writing, and I have some other things that I do want to write, but I haven't written in a long time, and I really need to get back to it. But yeah, so what happened was I ended up having to just get a full-time job. I got a job in a dental office, and because I had always done, you know, I've always been in the service industry since my first job at a pizza place, you know. So I got a job in a dental office, and then, you know, it just kept going for more office jobs. Now I'm in like the full like corporate world.
Was it medical devices? Was that?
Yeah, surgical instruments and stuff like that.
Another little, you know, connection that my ex-husband sells orthopedic implants.
Yeah.
So that's like another whole language I could speak with you.
Yeah, so that's the full-time job that I have. But I would really love to grow this business to be my full-time job. I want to open a brick and mortar eventually.
I was just going to ask you that. Yeah. Yeah. And you are married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Does he love all this? Like, is he into this? How do you balance that? And I ask because do you watch Lindsay, the hermit numerologist?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. You'll love her. You got to follow her on TikTok. She is like, I've had special people in my life. That's how I've met Peggy, through other mentors. And then I found Lindsay. Much like you said, these people just bring out so many interesting qualities and topics and traits, but you'll love her. And her husband, this is her second, but they've been together forever now. He's a Reiki master. So they kind of shop together. What a little couple, you know?
I love that. Yeah.
To compare, but maybe that's why I'm divorced, because my husband would not support any of this.
So my husband's supportive, but he's not into any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he supports that I do it. And if I ask anything of him, then, you know, he's there for me. But this is not his world. You know, this is not his world, except that we split the basement. So this is my studio, and the other half of the basement is his. You know, I hate to use the term man cave, but it's his area, you know.
His area.
So we split the basement. This is my little studio section here.
I like that you guys play nice together like that. That's good.
We do. Like, he helps me
support you. He would support you opening the store. That is such a dream. And I would want to have books in it too. I want a little bookstore and then all the crystals and skin, you know, wellness stuff, and maybe like teas and coffee for people that want that.
I love that.
What does your store look like? What do you imagine?
So my store, it's a combination of different things. I want it to be kind of like a community center. So it's going to have a store. It's going to be a metaphysical shop. So there's going to be books and crystals, of course, my products, probably some other people's products, things like that. So you can go shopping. But I also want to have classes, host different classes, host parties, support groups. So like red tent. So like, you know, women's groups, men's groups, things like that, you know,
I
people.
love that. I love how, yeah, what a good umbrella of like a wellness center.
Exactly.
Wellsprings.
That's why my name is Miriam's Wellspring Holistic Co, because I want it to be a full, like, and I do. So should I have enough room eventually, I would love to have holistic practitioners in there as well, because, you know, I need to have like a reading room. I need to have a room for myself, for other readers. I need to have a room for Reiki. So I think maybe if I have like a few rooms, I can have like massage therapists, Reiki practitioners, acupuncturists.
Oh. Where do you go? Okay, I'll move there. We'll do this together. Like, I'm all in.
Sounds good. We can do it.
And you are in Massachusetts, right? Because if you were making that soap here, I don't think it would melt. I'm in Florida.
It won't melt because it's cold process soap, so it's not going to melt.
Okay.
If it were melt and pour, maybe, but yeah, no. I am on the border of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I'm in New Hampshire now, but I grew up in Massachusetts. So I do consider myself a masshole. I'm a masshole transplant in New Hampshire.
But don't be a masshole.
No,
I've never been there, so I really want to come visit you, especially now. How far off do you see having a shop? You know, how are you manifesting this?
I don't know.
How are you manifesting that? Please help me.
I'm trying, but dude, I'm scared. It's terrifying because I have a full-time job with benefits and paid vacation and medical, and to drop that and just go and open my, it's a leap of faith for sure, but it's
for sure.
I have a family and a house, and it's
I think having some good investors that believe in this, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something like that, something for startup for sure.
Yeah, where you're the overall oak tree of it, you know, but people come in to support that mission, especially when it's for a whole community like that, and to teach and the wellness and the healing and help women and men and everybody with grief and all of that. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you, I'm sorry, the dog is whining and it just, my mind went squirrel. Hi, Monique. Monique's here. Boston Mafia. What is she? Michael. He won't stop. Michael, be nice. My friend Monique is from Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Hi, Monique. You don't have to tell me exactly where, but kind of generally what area are you in?
We'll see. So can I tell you a little bit about the fact that my dad is, well, you know, I always say my dad, my parents are still alive to me. They passed, obviously, but I still talk about, he likes clam chowder. Okay. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you, Michael. My dad is Jewish, and I learned a lot from him, you know. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. The things that you'll teach and help people. And even, I believe, with religion. I don't know what I'm tapping into. And maybe this is something I need to talk to you about privately and get help with. Or not. Maybe I've figured it out with just being spiritual and in touch. I don't know. But my dad, you know, is Jewish. My mom is Christian, and I married a Cuban Catholic.
Oh my.
So really what Yeah. And I've had 2 near-death experiences. So I feel like my whole life I've had the spiritness. I just didn't know, and nobody encouraged it. I couldn't even be a therapist, the whole thing. But once you know, you guys. And I said that a lot in my picket cards this week. When you know, you know. And I don't know how to explain it, that knowing. But for example, how do I dive into the Kabbalah and things like that? Or do I focus more on my spirituality? Do I let this whole religion thing go? Because for so long, I was trying to, technically, I'm not really Jewish because my mom's not Jewish. Then I married a Cuban, and according to my daughter's DNA, the kids are more Jewish than they are not, surprisingly. So it's in my blood, and I'm very proud of it. But I just never felt like I fit in a religious box very well. And I suppose trying to, no matter what my religion was, trying to marry somebody that was so religious, which I didn't know. Dated 5, married 5 before we had kids. 10 years. You have kids, suddenly we're going to church, mass all the time. And I'm no offense to anyone, but like I'm looking at statues, I'm like praying to stuff I know I'm not supposed to be praying to, like all the feels.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I got out of religion, out of that box, out of my marriage, that this started opening up. And I was like, oh, God loves me, Jesus, all the archangels, it doesn't matter, and having felt like I've been in that ethereal energy with the near-death experiences, I know it doesn't matter, but I still grapple with it. How do you feel about the different, I guess, religious aspects we're dealing with in this world without getting too deep,
I think that religion is people's way of trying to answer the questions that are really difficult to answer. And
Yeah.
I think there's thousands of religions all over the world, and not one of them can be the right one. I think there's so many similarities around the world in what people believe and how they practice and what they do. And I think it's just, if you're using it as a way to connect with source, with spirit, if you're using it as a way to build community, if you're using it as a way to stay true to yourself and your spiritual connection, that's beautiful. If you're using it for power, if you're using it for hate, if you're using it for war, that's the wrong path. And unfortunately, that happens too much. But I think there's a lot of beauty in a lot of religions. There's a lot of real beauty in it. And I feel like the people who are the true practitioners are the ones that are using it for the love, for the spiritual connection, for the community.
Oh, so well said. So well said. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you do, for me, you radiate that. And that's why I felt so connected and wanted to immediately, before I even knew you, I'm like, can you come on the show? Or whatever you call it. Can you come on my channel? You have just such amazing energy. There's not a lot of people that I want to book with and have read and help me with mediumship. So I'm back to your store, the camp.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we do a GoFundMe or something? I don't know. But anyway, we'll think of something. Because if I see you do it, maybe then I could have the power to do it too.
Yeah.
Or help each other. But anyway, what are some of the things you would like to offer and teach people? One thing we do, and then I'll let you do all the talking. I love practicing actual remote viewing is what I mean. and tuning up our intuition. And I'll either come up with a picture, an object. One time I still have it here, this rock. It looked like a heart to me.
Yeah.
And so I'll just have them practice, like if they get a color, if they get a shape. And Peggy wins all the time. It's not a competition. Astral projection is a different thing, Michael, kind of, yeah. But, you know, like, would you offer ups and mediumship, and how do you go about teaching these things to people?
Yeah,
I'm trying
so
to believe what I do to people. I'm like, I just speak this language. Leave me alone.
yeah,
I
so
work for Google.
I'm the type of person that would have like an outline and a syllabus. Like I'm very like right-minded in a lot of ways. So I'm very
What
creative
is
and
your
spiritual.
birthday? Do you mind telling me your
August,
birth date again?
August 17th.
Aha, I was like, she's a Virgo.
I'm
I
not a
love that. My
Virgo.
mom was a Virgo. So you're an 8/8. What's the next one?
So you said I was 888, August 17th, 1979.
Thanks for sharing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is 77888. Wow. That's fantastic. That, you know, I don't know if I said it enough how much of a visionary eights are. Like, they are that telepathic. So that's amazing. I got to save this. So when we talk and you're reading for me, we can go into this some more. I don't know what I did with your notes. So thank you. How long have you been married?
So we've been together for since 2004. So we've been together for 21 years, and then we got married in 2008. So what's that, 17 years? No, wait.
Yeah.
I can't do the math. I don't know. 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. Going on 21.
No, 18.
I don't know. Well, we're not doing math anyway. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Did we do his numbers? We don't have to do that now. I was just curious if I did his numbers or like when you met. We'll get there. I don't have you for very long, so
Yeah.
I'll make a note that you got married there. More stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
ahead,
I mean,
honey.
I do plan to teach psychic classes, how to read cards, different forms of divination, how to read without divination, mediumship. I'd like to teach Reiki and get people attuned to Reiki. I would love to have sorry, my brain just short-circuited. I would love to have
That's
people
okay.
teaching all different types of classes themselves too.
Now,
why do you keep saying
obviously, don't pay attention to Michael.
Okay.
It was 222. I see that. Michael is, I don't know. Michael's being Michael. We love him though.
Okay.
So it's kind of a cosmic connection. Michael came from another YouTube channel you might love. I don't know, Relatable Reese. So there, many of us have met in all these different ways. And honestly, online, like I've never really gotten to hold and hug Peggy, but she's one of my bestest friends. And she's my right-hand man watching the chat, because you know when you're trying to do everything on your own and you got the chat. But when you've grown up on TikTok, as we have, we can handle a chat. I know you're psychic, Michael. Reese is cool. Yes. And I will block you if you don't stop. Because you got to remember, I learned on TikTok. We don't put up with that stuff. Have you thought, I know, right? So I like how when you want to do things for people, you offer it to subscribers. Have you thought about, and I know you have, offering these classes through your, just online right now until you have a shop? Because I would love to do more Reiki training and mediumship, for example.
I've thought
You know,
about
and
doing it. It's just a matter of the timing of it. Like I've taught soap making classes online.
Wow.
I
Does that
haven't
go
taught.
well?
Huh?
Does that go well? Like it worked out, you know?
I only did it one time. It wasn't like super well attended. I think it'd probably be better attended now just based on like who my followers are now versus a few years ago when I did it.
Yeah.
But I think it went well. I had a whole PowerPoint presentation because that's just how I am. But there's so much to it's all science. It's all about science. So there's a lot behind it. But I would love to do classes online. Reiki, like I could teach Reiki online, but the attunement I feel like needs to be in person. So I feel like Reiki's more of like an in-person situation for the class.
Yeah. I'm glad you added that, because there is that in-person feel about Reiki that I like.
Yeah.
But I have had it work for me. Blue Bodhi, do you watch her on TikTok?
No.
Oh, well, her Reiki is pretty good, don't you think? Peggy and I followed some of the same people before we even knew each other. The Blue Bodhi, I think you'll like her. And maybe that will get you to do it too. I think you would be amazing doing a live Reiki section. Yeah. And I think too that I would be signed up for all the classes. And maybe if you start doing that, you can get away from the full-time job and start working towards the brick and mortar. What do you think?
Yeah. Maybe that's the push I needed to start doing the classes.
Yeah, look at Becky. We're like,
Just like, yep. Mm-hmm.
we'll sign
All right.
up. Yeah.
All right. What are you doing Saturday?
Found a new mentor. I found a new mentor for me because I want to learn more. I want to be more. So I'm not artistic. I'm not.
That's okay.
But I would like to be more crafty. Like I could do soap, I believe, if you taught me.
Anybody
You
could.
know?
Yeah.
I want to make candles. One thing I was doing before I met Peggy, and she's like an expert at it. She does a lot of wood burning.
Oh, nice.
Yep. We've been studying these light codes, and it's inspired her. This little book of light codes. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Really cool. So, like, for example, this is La Kanahana, if I'm saying it right. And so it's a good way to doodle, scry, get grounded. It's that kind of thing. And this particular one is about embodied love, harmony, trust yourself and others, and release fear. So each week we go over it. And but I brought this up because Peggy's coming up with her own light codes and energy and messages, and burning them into cards to make an oracle deck, we're thinking, or she's thinking.
Really cool. I love that so much.
Cool? I'm encouraging her to do that. So yeah, I just want to, continue to reach out to you, learn, have you come back, because I know you have like about a minute left with me.
Yeah.
I know. I spent 2 hours with you. Yes, Jennifer, she is. Peggy, you're a woman of many talents, aren't you? Yes. She sits quietly, which I can't do.
I know. Like, she's not even talking. Peggy, tune in.
You know what's interesting about you is
I don't want to interrupt.
She just sits there and she's the smiley gatekeeper, making sure everybody's nice. But Peggy, she's 8881, and you're 8887.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of interesting that I'm attracted to 8? And what am I attracted to 8s? Is that what's happening here?
I guess so. Are you saying I'm an 8? Bitch, I'm a 10.
You're a 7. You're a 7, girl. I'm not saying you're an 8.
I'm just kidding.
You got a lot of 8s in you, though. Do you study astrology real quick? Do you study astrology too?
Do you ever have a subject that you just have a complete blind spot to?
Sure, because it's another
me?
language.
To me, it's astrology. Like I say it all the time. Like, I'm not your astrology witch. Like, I wish I could, but like my brain just like blocks it. Like I can't absorb it for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm the same way, but my aunt back in the 70s studied astrology, and I was always drawn to it. But my grandparents are deeply, deeply religious, and always said that Aunt Clara was of the devil. And so I guess that's a block. And I've been working on that religious block to let it go so I can, because I love it, and some of it sticks, but some of it just like doesn't stay.
I would love to, because there's so much beauty and accuracy in it.
Yes.
And I think it's amazing. And I look at people who are like full-time, into it, and I'm just like, my mind is blown with their knowledge and everything. And I'm like, I need to somehow get rid of that block so that I can absorb it.
And now I feel like, I don't know, my thought is like in a past life you were punished for it or something. Like you had all of it, and that maybe you were really good at that and you got punished. I don't know why I'm saying that, but
maybe. Oh, hi, Olga. I just saw you there. Hi, Olga. Olga's one of my good friends.
Hi, Olga. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. Do you know like your sun, moon, and rising sign? Well, I know you're a Virgo. I see that.
No, I'm a Leo.
Oh, true. I see you as a Virgo, though. Are you a Virgo rising?
I'm not a Virgo.
I know, but there's like a layer in there, I feel. I know you're a Leo. I have a Leo moon. I'm a Cancer with a Leo moon, and I'm Aquarius rising.
I don't remember. I want to say I'm a Gemini rising, Leo sun.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Gemini rising. That makes so much sense. Gemini rising. And we just had Uranus move into Gemini, which is going to really open up a lot of galactic communication. So if you think you were in touch before, I think your mediumship is going to be off the chart. I mean, and I think that for all of us, regardless of your astrology and stuff. But yeah, we're having all these big astrological shifts.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Peggy, Venus went into Gemini, right? And like, anyway.
I don't have that book with me.
No, it's okay. I'm it's just like, this is my whole book on July as far as astrology. Like I sat down one day, I'll just catch up on July astrology. Well, it's a whole book.
Wow.
So there's a lot going on. We just had that full moon, and I don't want to bore you with all of this, but if you are Gemini rising, and even if you're not, I think it's going to like ping. You're just going to be like, what's happening?
Yeah, I have
a lot more people are going to be open to you, me, our services, wanting to learn what is all this download, this has been coming.
Yeah.
But I feel like we just had the big boom, the big shift. And, you can feel it too, that all the truths coming out. It says my dog is the one that only my dog understands me.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, there's been this big shift, and I feel that we're really awakening to more and more and more. And so I do encourage you to open up a class immediately so Peggy and I can come study.
Okay. I will look at dates. I will get it scheduled and let you know.
And but you come back to the channel because you have to. We've got some soap to sell. It's a very special soap.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe we'll come up with. Namira says Jupiter is in Cancer. Yes, it is. That is true.
Yeah.
And we finally have Mars out of Leo. Mars was going back and forth over Leo.
No.
Whew. Did you feel it? Did you have any weird, bad, good, bad? I know you got to go though. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do have
It's
to
like
go.
a hard stop, isn't it? I don't get to do the 4-hour goodbye. What
I'm
am I going to do?
sorry. But we can do it another
Okay.
day when I can get some PTO or something. I can be on for a couple hours, but
Well,
not
I don't have to do it if we plan ahead. They'll all come find us, and maybe even more people. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt your work day, so we'll let you go. I love you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no way. I just thank you. Thank you for the time. And I wish you a great rest of the day. And everybody, don't be afraid of TikTok. It's meta now. It's called M. Stop it. Go on TikTok. You'll love it. You'll meet wonderful people like Miriam.
TikTok's
Bye, baby.
awesome. All right. Bye.
Peace out. Okay, you guys. I love her. I love her.
She is so sweet.
Why do I feel like she's a Virgo? Maybe she's cuspy. Just the spreadsheets and her attention to detail.
Yes,
Just
her
like a
attention to
Virgo.
detail.
It's like me at the
Definitely.
circus trying to guess people's signs. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I should have known she was a Leo because I'm July 18th. So I'm kind of cuspy. To me, she's kind of cuspy. Because my mom's birthday is August 25th. So when I get to the later day of August, I just go Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Kathy, thank you. Kathy said she was great and has lots of
Great
energy.
Good energy.
It does pull me in. I just want to just hug her and learn more from her.
Yes.
I want to talk about her thoughts on the Kabbalah, like kinds of things that maybe are better offline, I guess, when it comes to some of that. But what do you guys think about our next live? We come up with a name for the soap. We've got to name our soap. It's our baby soap. Our baby soaps are growing. And I want you guys to send a lot of love to baby soaps and what we're going to call them. So far I'm really digging True Soul. What'd you put? True Soul Soap? What?
I don't even know what I wrote. I didn't write it down. I wrote it in the chat.
The hell did you say? What'd you say, woman? Namira, thank you. Yes, doesn't she? I love her. And she's super funny on TikTok. And I always am amazed at people's energy.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with me? Don't start telling me about vitamins and stuff, Peggy. Oh, True Cosmic.
True Cosmic.
Don't start lecturing me about my health. But I do have a bad thyroid, so I'm just tired a lot. And I'm amazed at somebody that has this energy to do full-time job, go live all the time, and then make all of her stuff. If you guys check out her website, it's amazing. I guess I can take that down now. I don't have that kind of energy. What's wrong with me? And Peggy's going to be like, go take B12. Okay. All right.
Go take your B12.
I take it. What do you think about the fact that you have 3/8 and she has 3/8?
That's amazing.
And you're super creative. There's something missing. Where's my book on 8s? Why do I always think of the 6 and 9s. I'm overworking, Michael. Send me money so I don't have to work. Michael, send me money so I don't have to work. Okay?
Right?
How? I'll send you links. But I think of 6 and 9s as the creative people. And that's not fair. I got to look at you at the 8 energy again. Intense, focused, logical thinkers, guarded emotionally, resolute spirit often finds themselves between two opposing forces. Talked about that a lot. Analytical, difficulty shutting off the mind. That's where I think,
Yeah.
and the Gemini energy too. Like my daughter's that way. So
Yeah.
if I didn't teach her, she's going to learn how to do it. You know, I don't know how to sew. She taught herself. My mom played the piano, skipped me completely. My daughter plays by ear. You know, give her a couple lessons and she's off and running. But it's also complex, bring uncompromising balance and peacekeepers. You can see that in Miriam. She wants to just be such an advocate for her community. And look at her helping me too. Oh, Michael, thank you. Oh, you go live? Michael goes live too if you guys want to pop in and see what he's up to and just sharing part of life. And I know you've got a lot of good friends over there, Michael. Hi, Miriam. Good. Yes, I'm analyzing the fate. I love you and Peggy so much, and you have all of these 8s. And I thought it was my 6 and 9 people that are so crafty, but now I'm digging into where this is. And I love that you're such a beautiful advocate for things, Miriam. So much seekers of justice and truth, dedicated, ambitious. Miriam, I also didn't get to ask you, like, where do you get all the energy to do what you do? It's crazy, girl.
Yeah.
Forceful, serious, highly effective at evaluating situations and circumstances. I believe she does spreadsheets and all of that. She was saying highly organized, highly
Very
organized. Are you that organized, Peggy?
Oh, on occasion, I get into these moods and I have to just totally organize everything. And yeah, but not.
Yes. Well, and I think that you're such an advocate for so many people in your family and not in family that it's a little chaotic. Like you'd be organized if you didn't have everybody else in the house, right? My house would be very organized. Energy most impacted by injustices in the world. Yeah. Protects the vulnerable. Listens to both sides of an issue before coming to their own conclusion. Private about personal suffering. Dedicated to a cause that they support. I love Miriam in the chat to you guys. You have a lifesaver? I don't know what he's talking about. She says ADHD helps her with all the tasks that she does. I think that's making the best out of whatever label they put on us with that, right? Requires structure and balance in life. I feel very much that way. So, there's more, but that's interesting. Very interesting. And then I have a 7 in me too, obviously. Overall, I'm a 2. She's a 7. And what did I say you are?
1.
An 8? You're a
8881. 8881.
I think you're an 8 overall.
Yeah.
I'll look. All right. Well, I guess I'll let you guys go. Thank you for being here. If you got to see the soap, I'm just like so excited about it. I think it's really fun. Did you like watching her make it? I thought that was cool.
That was so cool. The crystals look so beautiful.
I know. She just went and did that. She's like, oh, I know exactly when to get them and what to get. And okay, off she went and did it. So I just feel so blessed. So we'll be back Tuesday at 1, and I'll read for you guys if you like, and we'll do some remote viewing, I think. And what else? we'll pick a name for the baby soap. Kathy, thank you for being here. I know your code is 1451. 1451. Kathy, I was looking through my notes and I'm like, that is the coolest code, 1451. But we'll pick a name, and also need to set a Zoom date for July so we can hang out.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, 1451. Namira, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Thank you for being here. Michael, love you too. Thank you for being here. And Sudeshna, if you're still listening, Jennifer, seriously, I'm putting in the cards in the mail today. I hope they get to you in time. I hope they get to you in time. I love you too, Michael. Be a good boy. Behave yourself.
Never.
I love it. He makes me laugh. Love you. And Michael, I'll try to pop in the live, but I've got to go take care of these dogs again in this heat. What's the weather like there? Are you expecting rain? And it's like New Mexico went crazy. I know. Where are you, Nevada? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no rain. We're hot and dry.
Oh, Olga Lily, thank you for being here. Come back. So sometimes I do readings and stuff, and then sometimes we have these great interviews and talks. Olga, please come back. So nice to have you. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for saying that. I'm so glad we worked out your connection and not having you blocked or whatever I did. I did something, but I fixed it. Okay, I guess, guys, I have to say goodbye. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Yes. Subscribe, share, you guys, if you know anybody that's interested in booking a reading with a medium. I think Miriam has just the most amazing energy. Thanks, Meredith. Be careful, baby. I hope you enjoy your time in Tennessee, too. And your Palo Santo is in the mail. Finally. She's going to kill me. Smack my booty if you could. It only took a month, but I got it done. I'm not as highly organized as I should be. All right. Well, this is my 4-hour goodbye. It's really hard for me to get off the live. I'm going to miss everybody. I wish you guys a really great weekend. I do believe we're going to really start feeling a lot of spiritual energy and connections. My ears are ringing right now. Mm-hmm. Where's the ocean? It's coming. Actually, what I share with you is the bay. I'm on Tampa Bay near the Gulf of whatever you want to call it. It's really pretty and I love it. Me or Michael? I'm not Italian. Oh, because I talk with my hands so much. Kathy. I could hear her. She's like, because you talk with your hands so much. It's oh, yes. Oh, and it takes forever to say goodbye. Yes. I think all Latins are that way. Italian, Spanish, Cuban, Puerto Rican. Oh, yeah. My gosh. Now you know what my kids do. My mother-in-law passed. She's with us though. But she would do that. Ay, chica. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So adios. Yeah. Oh, but wait a minute. Ay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Bye. Wait. So now, my kids, when you're on the phone with them, it's like who can hang up the fastest, because we're done with the forever goodbyes. We're like, okay, boom. We're gonna go boom. Like, damn, they beat me. and then the Cubans will sit and have, the cafe con leche after dinner and everything. And it's just like, oh my God. And here I am. And well, yeah, I don't know. I'm having trouble saying goodbye today. Jennifer says my father always told me to sit on my hand because that's a good tip. Especially when you have to be on camera, because if I'm not doing this, I'm like messing with, I think it's my nerves too, right? Like self-soothing moves. Yeah, I study some of that behavioral art stuff. I'm like, boy, I gotta sit on my hands. That's a good point. Oh, thanks, Michael. I don't hear that very often, so I'll take it at my age. There's a filter on this too. I really like. It's bad without the filter. All right. All right, for real. I'm not gonna do this anymore. All right, love you guys. So you're gonna see the bay. This part where I love to walk at this preserve, Michael. And I saw that day where the way the water's swirling in this one really is interesting to me. And then the fish went by. Anyway, it's fun out there. Okay, here comes the water. Love you guys. See you Tuesday. I'll be back.